tomorrow. Good to see him back again, though. Hopefully we're having a little bit longer in this game, Jackie.
Very much happened.
Southern side playing path, a little bit difficult to deal with. Some of these teams getting up towards that northern edge, at least on that eastern side. But Paraíso, Impala, very much in play there. Good to go. Chumacera open for the teams to move down towards Aurora, getting out nice and early around that position. Top with the 4,970 damage, but Aaron and Scarface still doing an incredible amount of work here, despite where right now Ulf is on the rankings. That last match just generally wasn't that bad either. I mean, 81 points now. They're getting closer and closer to the top of the tables. Aurora wants to pull out something very, very special on this match, though. Remember, we want to set that line higher than anyone else by a fair margin to make tomorrow's Rondo a little bit more sweaty, right? Because I think Rondo, you can earn a lot of points on that map. You can earn a lot of points on that map, and it can get you far towards that smash ruling or even beyond it.
Yeah. No, it's true, bro. Like, we've had some incredible games of Rondo here at PMWC as well, at EWC 26. So, if it's anything like the beginnings we had, namely, it's fitting we get E-Arena on screen, right? Record-breaking game, some big moves. Whoa. The stadium finish.
See that?
Oh, no, bro. They're styling already.
They jumped off the top of the building straight to the back of the bank. Okay, love to see it.
You do. But yeah, you're right. I think we'd love to see some of that level of, you know, sheer world-class gameplay, sort of championship mentality happening right then as we get into tomorrow for that first game to give you that leapfrog, that setup. But we'll find out how it goes. For those of you at home as well, don't forget to participate in the event yourself with the lucky spin and draw to get some of those beautiful skins to commemorate what has been a very wonderful year here at PMWC. It feels like a rising tide has brought all ships up, Blank. The skill level, some of the plays we've seen, the 1v4s that it feels like this year we've had drastically many compared to what we'd had in prior years. It's been a lot of showmanship, a lot of excitement. And Paris has been killing it as well. So it's been super exciting. But hey, we'll dial in. We'll stick with the program for now, see what we get. If this will be a present of a final game between these sides and who's going to benefit most.
We have had a lot of rising stars as well. I mean, it's quite cool to see, because I mean, you mentioned the 1v4s. It's been a while since we've really had that presence from singular players in a big way, because we moved further over towards being like, the four-man teams have to all be consistently good together. We need 4 players that can play together very, very cohesively, but also have that star power in them. Now we're going further beyond than that, right? We're going towards galactic level gamers, likes of Milu, Kamikaze. It's awesome to see. It really, really is.
Feels like we're getting some of those superstar players where, like you say, man,
superstars.
It can make the difference, right?
Bigger than just the normal stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Larger in stature or potentially gravitational pull. Yeah. I suppose that's true in Milu's case, right? He does just seem to absorb everyone in the lobby. They come near him.
Yep.
You're gone.
He's a beast. We did move over towards that western side on the circle, though, so that opens up a decent start here from Aurora, moving in from Chumacera early on. Got Picardo, positions around there, some of the trash drops, some of those compounds in play. Like, this is a very compound-heavy area of the map to start things off, like individual areas, not POIs. That does always make for a fun endgame. Oren via the Ma, you got Nongshim off the back of that southern plane path, dropping down towards Partona. Tizzy's already moved across, though, giving an anchor point for the rest of the team to move in towards. Still far down towards the south of the map, but at least gathering some information early whilst he loots up the couple of buildings. They used to be very much like RRQ stomping grounds back in the day. Way back in the day. Back in 2021, 2022. We're going back there.
Kicking it old school. We're rolling back the years with some of the plays we've seen. In some ways, it's felt like that has been the case, right? Kind of a weird dynamic of the old and the new coming together to make something very tasty with the maneuvers we've seen. Hey, bike rotate. Shout out. Man's getting his exercise in. His legs will be aching. The one neuron for both of us engaged at the same time. That's unreal.
Oh, dear me. Well, Adrian's going to move on over towards Milu by the gas station. Does have a vehicle. Don't abandon him. Come on. You make him go further. It's so rude.
His fires are going to be burning.
No, Milu's got bigger and better things to be moving on to right now. Can't be dealing with you on your bike. Heads over towards Eagle. This is over towards east side of Impala right now. We do have OG actually rotating very closely at the moment. I think that's just a couple of players there, though. It's our route. See a tanky over towards Graveyard right now. So quite a wide split as Godlike just slices down the center of them through La Bandita. So they are cut off from one another for quite a little while here. It'll be quite a slow start because, again, this is always funny. I mean, for an end of game circle, end of day circle, this is really, really cash. And this is super casual. Nothing super scary to worry about with. We're not down towards that southeast side where we're playing uphill the entire time, up towards the plateau by the hay bales. It's just back to normality, which I bet a lot of players are quite fond of. It's going to make a lot of the early game a little bit more slow, a little bit more simple in your rotates. A lot of your daisy chains are going to be easy too.
Very cash money for these teams indeed right now.
Casual, not cash.
Could be both, mate. Casual cash money.
Yeah, casual cash money. At the end of the day, you know, you get yourself up towards that top side, potentially secure yourself.
Yeah,
huge point
cash
leads.
money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the lion's share of $3 million here on the line it is insane. I mean, it's life-changing money.
Oh yeah. You got the bread with the cheddar in the middle, called out a money sandwich. That's what they're all fighting over. Because it is ridiculous, man. You'd be doing wonders for your fans, for your organization.
Even just your family, really. It's an incredible thing to win. I mean, Yangon Galacticos, super cool following their journey. Since their win last year, I mean, they've been very much celebrated. You love to see it, and all the guys just seem so happy coming into this, and lovely to see them repping the Ancient Charm set as well. They've got their own skin in game. Wonderful experience here over at PMWC every single time, year to year. Fourth try is very central on this one, though. Just over the western side of Picardo, moved out there nice and early, but we are hitting our next circle shift, the largest one here of Miramar into zone 2. It's going to be La Riviera, though. I kind of already know it. It's not. Okay, good. I'm glad. I don't want to go there. I always find those circles really uncomfortable. Instead, we're heading over towards Power Grid. Enigma Galaxy kind of engrossed right now with Alula. Yasser, as well as Quick, a little bit slower to the plate right now as R3B and Claws get very much in the mix with them. Chasing him down. Give me another sideline, please.
They're begging for an angle. Hey, Lord, though, up to his old tricks. Loves the risky peaks from all the way at the top side there. Pretty effective from that position. We'll see if he gets any chances to shine. S2G and E-Arena near each other as well on the drive up. Oh, hello, Darkin with a Mini 14. That's a connection over onto Falak.
Yeah, Falak going down there. Bad news there for Fourth Rise. He's really the front man of the team. Brings a lot of confidence to the rest of the squad when he's still in play. Should be able to get the res on this one. That it was from Eder, I believe, and they are in front of them. So this is more a case of a step back type of deal rather than the full-on commit. But both Turkish teams, you got S2G and Ulf making a pretty big send here. I think Ulf understands that they want to go a little bit further in this match. As before, 81 points, but they are taking big tags right now. Going very low. Just about stay alive in this one. Wonder if that was from S2G. There's some serious rivalry between those two teams as well. I love it. I do love it.
Feels like even over the course of this one event, we've had so many narratives of like little rivalries that have been popping up. And it's given us a lot of excitement. It's made some of the fights pretty intense, not only in the actual battleground, but for the reverberations it has between the two orgs that are going head to head. Left a lot of room for some cool stories to appear. Aurora on the move here, bumping around, doing the suspension in, but they won't care.
Always switch vehicles if you need to. I thought it was quite interesting for Aurora because starting Chumacera, I think it's quite a straight shot up towards that north side, but they were a little bit slower to the circle, so maybe playing a little bit more comfortable on the edge here, or they just wanted to get as looted as possible, understanding that there is quite a lot of dead space in this zone. And they wanted to know that when it comes down to it, they have the utility, they've got the resources and the supplies to make it through to the end, and they weren't going to be mega late by any means because they were starting in Chumacera. Enigma Galaxy do finally find that angle. Saw them earlier all lining up to take those shots. Zalula will get one dropped. No flush just yet though. Whew. Yeah, this is a difficult one. We do move over towards that northwest side. We've got the field in play. We've got the almost Death Valley that sits between Monte Nuevo moving up. Furia actually has a good spot here. I think Ayala already picked up a nice compound, and likely the rest of the team will be flitting back over towards him. Oh no, they're greeting it. They're going doubles. I don't know how I feel about that.
Trying to make a quick getaway, with Lord taking a couple shots towards the back of the vehicle there. A few stray bullets to connect, but he's still on the move, so won't be dropped out of the car by Hora. And they're just going to keep forging a path forwards. Amidst all this, you also have OG, that's Orangutan, getting lit up with the crosshairs of Ida being able to spot them out and somewhat punish them, keeping them outside of the zone on their rotation up and over, with Ulf close by as well.
Furia right now, they're playing a 2-2 split. Yeah, I mean, they've got compound that sits over towards the western side and then one that sits a little bit further east. They do have a lot of confirmation. I wonder if they're doing this just because they knew the plane path went from west to east, so a lot of players dropped out on that eastern side because there's more playable space over there in the first place. So they're assuming that there is going to be a big traffic jam on that eastern side, so they can afford to go for a 2-2 split right now. I would expect them to regroup on the next one, but this does give them opportunities and options going forward. And no one's challenged them. I thought S2G might try and plummet down there, but they've stopped short over towards some of the rockier areas of the map where they can settle in. Aru, though, finding good damage over towards Aurora, our current lobby leaders. And one's already down. Doc's very low. Nade goes long. It's quite good. I thought it was going to roll over the top there. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Scarface once again. Those taps were deadly accurate too.
Yeah, punishing quick jabs to the ribs there. Going to leave them bruised. Orangutan rocking up. Oh, doing the classic strat. Ain't got time to stop.
Nice.
Breezing through one by one. Aurora eating the shrapnel, and that's Orangutan taking the heat straight to Aurora. So 104 points is where their day of big earners ends.
I love that from Orangutan, honestly. There's been so many times where they have had struggles on these roll-ups where they'll just roll through and try and get the drive-bys. There they just stop short. AKOP gets out and just hits the shots immediately. Then they can move on because they need to get further in. So big hats off there to Orangutan. Shots from behind there from Ulf, but they're moving directly into occupied territory with 4 thrives. Hazaifa's down the backlines there, though. No one's really safe. I think Ulf is right now just trying to profit off a lot of the teams coming in from that eastern edge. Tiamba sending it directly over towards S2G. Oh. This is a hell of a push. Nice shot from Razy, though, over towards 1. But T24 will shut him down.
Mate, punishing reactions with the DBS up close there. Blows them away and loaded slugs into that one. But here's the re-aggression. Oh, mate. Vitality on the reply. Whoa, they're going to crumble under it. So 4 thrives keep on fighting. Amidst this as well, S2G were clashing against Tiamba, and the nade has knocked another man, leaving them with only a solo right now that's alive and kicking.
And And is aching. I mean, Ulf quickly moved on this mark as well. They heard the fighting. They realized that there was an opportunity to open some space in the circle on the eastern side. They left behind that fight between 4 Thrives, hearing it go on for quite a while. And they're going to be coming in late after this. OG even setting up in front of them, dropping down the barbed wire there for them to wander straight into. Tiamba, it is aching, making them move outwards. Understanding today the peloton won't be moving much further for Tiamba. Try and get some placement points to finish things off. Nongshim Red Force playing down towards that south side. In the meantime, E-Arena took the eastern compound after that shift, and Furia regrouped over towards the western side. So happened as expected. But Furia does get the better off angle because of that, so well done.
Ida as well. With Emre there getting line of sight back over. It's IQ that suffers from this one.
Damn, well done again.
Yeah, bro. Ida start it off, will finish it. So 4 Thrives removed from the equation here. 7th place, 77 points at the end of the day for them. OG were close by to all this as well. They pulled back when they saw weakened 4 Thrives, didn't overcommit, but they're still amongst basically a bit of a rough sandwich with Ulf and Ida potentially pushing down. Jiggle eaten by the blue as well on Hora's late rotate. That's not ideal.
What's happened there then?
I don't know, bud.
It's an interesting kind of events for Aura. They love that position, but doesn't seem like it loves it. It loves them right now. Sadly. Aura's going to move down, try and swing over towards OG. And GG, what a shot over towards Lord on Nigma Galaxy. Sleepy will find OG on that one, and Ulf might want to push a little bit further in, clear out even more space over towards this eastern side. AKOP just trying to swing on down, will immediately get shut down for that. That was a bold maneuver. The rest of Aura moving up. Last player alive is Aru, and he is down and out.
2 very quick pumps there from the shotty in their face, and that's going to finish them. Looked a little bit scary from Sky when he was left behind, but the off-angle peak did wonders. Hamzik's still going, by the way.
The Garant going crazy.
Mate, sniper with a hell of a scope right now.
Yeah. That is great stuff. Great stuff. Not what you expect to see on the last game of the day. Circle centers directly. A very, very kind circle. But it's all this weird rocky ground towards the center here. S2G mostly having control over it. They even have Kamikaze down towards that south side, providing another point for them to move over towards. Aura looking over towards Ida right now, and Ulf still being those gatekeepers on that eastern edge.
You've basically had this blockade slowly shuffling further back from Aura. They pushed in, deal with OG, set the focus up onto Ida. They've got a bit of a read as well where the other potential teams are. Just throw nades over, especially with the visual contact there. A few shots back onto them from Ulf. They've got a bit of a ridge to play off, so they can sort of hunker in. Solus is on the off angle towards the left-hand side. This is his POV here. You can still paranoid though. Compound behind them, that's got E-Arena in it.
Barking, finding final player there from Tiamba. So Tiamba will finish on 8th place, 71 points. Potentially taken over there by Furia, because I think they've got quite a good spot going forward on this one. Sky goes down to Solus, and Kedge will pick up the elimination. So Ulf still putting up points this game, up to 5 so far, but they are down to 3 players after an early knock and flush over towards Solus. They're making the most of it on this eastern side. I like to see it.
E-Arena. That's a nice readjustment there. Solus being hard confirmed, but that's stolen away by Hora that finally feel confident to push up into the face whilst E-Arena dispatch Alula. Shutting them down now. Re-aggression, no fear, holds the line, puts shots on target. Ida getting involved as well. So all fragmented. The 5 elims they got might very well be where they end this one with only a single reserve left. Mormon coming up quick. E-Arena, mate, they're in a good position. If they can pull points out of this game and stay alive, clean up on this battlefield ahead of them, it could be a gigantic slingshot to overtake Aurora.
Yeah, set themselves up nicely for tomorrow. Mormon dropping smokes, trying to create a distraction in the front lines. Emre takes a heavy hit. E-Arena been quick with it so far. Mormon being a massively big player for the team. What a nade over the top. That is a long toss on that one. Sends another for the airburst. It's a little bit of damage in. Swing gets hit hard, and E-Arena is bombarding the front lines.
It's massive from Swaps, and he wants even more. Sleepy just trying to steal points where possible, and this is now the response play.
It's a backstab right now, actually. Oh my goodness me. And they do catch E-Arena sleeping. Nade goes out, Sleepy very low. One last nade in the chamber, goes too far. Airburst might have been needed to be a little bit cleaner on that one, but Schweppes not quite out. And Ida floundering in the backgrounds.
Mormon back to his old tricks. Headshot there onto Darkin to finally finish him off. We see Nonshin Red Force showing up in the Elim feed as well, with Nigma Galaxy similarly taking the hit over towards Godlike, and Furia have smelt this weakness. They're coming in for a close collapse behind the vehicles, putting the pedal down to the metal. With S-Power gone, goodbye Godlike, but now they've got another team to worry about. This is the fight established by Furia.
Pins pulled. All the nades sent over the top right now, looking for Nigma Galaxy. And stitch them up on this side of the map at the moment. Good push out from Fury as well. Love to see it. They knew that they cleared the majority of the space. They get rid of Nigma Galaxy. They're playing essentially straight in towards our eastern side. No worries to the 180 behind them. Nigma Galaxy, though, quick, a very, very quick rotate out, understanding that it's better to regroup, reassess from that location on that north side with cover before they make their next maneuver. They might actually just have to make a full send, full rotate towards the eastern side, despite not knowing what's there, because both S2G and Fury is going to have nasty sightlines over towards if they try and play in from that northern edge.
Nonship being able to hit perfectly up against Flash, resulting in only Tops barely limping away there. Got back behind the vehicle and pieced out in the driving seat. They've got that 2-2 split with focus still turned onto Rita. It's the angle of Coops in play right here, though. Close quarters connection, spamming with the SMG in the face. Yasser trapped, no escape plan there, and Alula fall off the back of it. Amidst this, we also wave bye-bye to Ida as the last man is dispatched. E-Arena taking shots over towards the setup from Nigma Galaxy. Hamzig looking so damn sick with this snipe. Ready for a little bit more. You peek out and your block could be knocked off.
CG, you still got the Garand as well. It's very, very cool. Playing to the end here. Hamzy G looking good so far on the long-range peaks. Nigma Galaxy opt not to go for that swing over towards the eastern side. I do feel like this is a bit of a death sentence for them, though. I'm not sure how they're going to extricate themselves from this. S2G looking for another chicken dinner here, though. They have been so consistent with it. They have been so bold in these games and really taking advantage of that fact. And Fury is struggling to make their way out from this western side. Pushing into open ground. Lord explodes one vehicle. In comes the rest, and Schweppes is setting up for the big spray.
Schweppes could steal so much from this. The eye in the sky taking pot shots when they're weakest. The nades thrown from either side, detonating all around as silence finally falls over Furia with him being dropped. Ayala cooking the last nade back, dashes it into Nigma.
Doesn't go far enough, though. The grass kind of obscuring his vision just a little bit. Still over towards the edge, assuming they're going to jump out towards the sides. The nade comes in, but both baits unsuccessful. Switching out the JS9. Need that long range to feel fine versus Furia. Ayala sits on the other side. Blue's going to be a bit of a nightmare here. Chief just stayed behind. We got the night cam on board. Not the best time for him either. Watching his team in a real sticky scenario. Like you said, though, E-Arena looking to put up more points, but it's Nongshim Red Force, actually, who might have a good chance here to really set themselves up the rankings. It'd be great to see those rankings, so we can set up for tomorrow where that smash ruling placement would be.
For Nonshim, you're spot on, though. They do thrive in these kind of situations, so let's see if the teams forget about them and they can step back up. Here you go. This is the lay of the land as well, what we wanted to see. E-Arena on top right now. They just lapped Aurora 105 points with a 7 elimination game and showing no signs of running out of fuel just yet. They've been keeping the intense action on. Top the last man from Flash. He had to hightail it, went fought from Nonshin a few moments ago, and he's still running away. Looking for a setup center zone to stay alive for a little bit longer, but might be food fed over to S2G.
Pops goes, MCG, man, what is this? This is actually insane behavior. But he's making it work. Bayonet on the front, and he is slicing and dicing through the opposition. Pure stabs to the enemy teams. Lobby getting perforated by S2G. Nongshim Red Force might have to move forward with the Kevlar in play at this rate.
Damage done again.
What is he doing?
Shot after shot. The bolt action sending reverberations through the lobby, but now they're going to try and turn this one to an up-close and personal encounter. Nonshin put the pedal to the metal, they drop in close, the nade blows the car away, Hyunbin buckles under the pressure as So Easy hits the deck, Kamikaze, 3 nades in the back pocket, 1 thrown towards him, split the difference, that's the reply back. So Easy trying to keep himself alive. In the midst of all this, we say bye-bye to Furia, and Kamikaze knows that E-Arena are collapsing as well. Nonshin up close, good play done. The pump action silences S2G.
E-Arena off the distance. Nongshim Red Force looking to finish out the game now. What a good push up there. The hero Hyunbin himself does go down, but the rest of the team carries the cape forward and will eclipse out the rest of S2G, so no more chickens for you. 2 top teams remaining here face to face, Nongshim Red Force and E-Arena. 3 versus 4 on the cars. There's shots coming through from Mormon. We know how sick this guy has been so far. XZY looking to finish things off. Go by his ABCs, keep this simple, keep it calm.
But is school in session though? Can E-Arena teach Nonshin Red Force a lesson on this one? If they can find a knock, find a pick, they could collapse off the back of it, and we know they've been so damn good in thriving in the chaos today. That could be their outlier, that could be their way to close this with a huge game. Not only take first place, but absolutely skyrocket up to a nice point barrier going into the Smash Rule tomorrow. A lot riding on this for either team. And like you touched on, that one bit of benefit is the manpower advantage for Nonshin. They can play off each other in a slower approach.
E-Arena still have vehicles in play, but Nongshim Red Force, they're on foot right now. Feel the sand between the toes, but it looks rougher right now for E-Arena. Smoke's been sent out, and a big old lineup here from Nongshim Red Force. Still using Tizzy as well as Hyunbin, playing off one another on this little ridge line. Buggy towards the center. Joker pulls out the initial nade. Wait for an opportunity to use it. So easy. Mashed by the smoke, gets up towards the hard cover first. Hyunbin, always the first to charge. Crowbar in hand.
Can he smash his way through the defense? No! Mormon asking them to feed him more as he just wants opportunities to show how good he is. The nade is primed. Nonshin lose their edge down to a 3v3, and the nades keep landing on top of their heads. So Easy on the rat back around. He's going for the off-angle adjustment. Hyunbin crawling in to try and be saved. XZY committing to the medic play, but Schweppes an off-angle reposition. The nade barely bounces over. Chip damage done.
So Easy behind the tree. They did get the res off. Hyunbin's back up again. E-Arena wasn't able to push forward because the backline support coming through from Nongshim Red Force. Mormon round the side. Molotov prevents the push, but So Easy sidesteps it. Gets into this one. Hot beat on the card. S12K goes crazy.
He's firing off shots, but these aren't warnings. It's him coming in to show how much damage he can do. So Easy wants to live up to his name as the punishing play arrives, and it's non-shit. Red Force with the chicken dinner.
Showing some force right at the end of the day, and they do force themselves past everyone else on the leaderboard. This will be a nice points barrier going into tomorrow. Nongshim Red Force. Hyunbin has been amazing so far. That aggression that the rest of the team can follow up on is absolutely contagious. Yes, he goes down, but what a follow-up from his team today, right at these finishing moments, and a long day, to say the least.
In a moment of panic, a team that's proved that communication and teamwork has been what's put them in the conversation with championship mentality is what will get them over the line. They dig their heels in deep, they play off each other, save their mate, and then show us that aggression that we know they have inside them. Unsheath the sword blank and chop straight through E-Arena, standing strong in that gladiatorial combat for the final chicken dinner of the day.
And this was a crazy finish from So Easy. Just did not stop moving. Essentially charged over the top of that ridge side and just shut E-Arena down. What a wonderful play there to finish things off. I mean, definitely showing up Hyunbin a little bit there, I would say. And I mean, it's good to see. And I think for Hyunbin, it's almost a good thing that his aggression is contagious, because for South Korea, for a long time in the past, it used to be that they were the team that would dominate from the center, and then we slowly got more and more of these teams, these players, D+ Kia, for instance, who started to bring that aggression. And it's awesome. It is awesome. I feel like I'm getting flashbacks to that right now. I think this team has a real chance. They have been slowly but surely eking their way up the rankings. That could be said for a lot of teams. I mean, Ulf, E-Arena, Aurora today, S2G, all looking fantastic. It's hard, man, because there were even teams from survival stage that I was sad not to see in the finals. I was sad to lose teams in the group stage, even when it was only 3 at a time. This has been such a competitive arena right now here at EWC, at PMWC. Just so cool stuff. Can't wait to see more tomorrow.